Hi friends, today we'll discuss about cash management in bank. How we'll manage cash in our house to overcome our expenses, how we'll maintain a cash in the house. In same way, bank branch also they'll maintain a cash. Suddenly some customer comes to withdraw money, so we should have a sufficient cash limit. So today we'll discuss about cash management in bank. What is cash management? Cash management means day to day administration of cash inflows and outflows. So, inflow means whatever coming to branch, outflow means whatever the cash going from our branch. So, cash holding limit in a bank branch, you can maintain certain limit of the cash in your branch. You can't maintain like you have a limit of 10 lakhs, you can't maintain like 20, 30 or 1 crore. Why you can't maintain cash in your branch? So always for every bank branch there will be a cash retention limit. What is the cash we can retain on the end of the day? Of money a bank certain branch can keep overnight in order to carry on the morning day to day operations. I'll say retention limit is 30 lakhs. During the day it can be up and down, but I should see that my cash retention limit should not be crossed because I need cash for tomorrow day to day operations. Why this limit is required? Because every branch they'll do a insurance. So we are holding a cash in a branch, it may be 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs. So something happens, some theft or something happens, we need an insurance coverage. So what we'll do, we have covered like 30 lakhs insurance, then we'll see that our retention cash in a branch is up to that mark. If something happens, if you keep 1 crore in your branch, if something goes wrong, you have only insurance coverage for 30 lakhs, so you will lose 70 lakhs. For that reason, we'll see that whatever the insurance coverage is there, we'll keep always, that is the limit. So we'll see that end of the day, the cash will be more or less than or equal to 30 lakhs. And one more, whatever the cash you are maintaining the branch, you will not get any interest, because when you will get interest, banks will lend the money to the customers, then only will get interest. But if you keep money in your branch, you will not get any interest. So we'll see that this cash retention limit always less. It will be around 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs depend on the branch size. What is cash inflow? Cash deposited from customers is inflow because our cash limit will be increased. Cash received from other branches, same bank, if other branch has remitted cash, then our cash limit automatically it will be increased. Cash received from the other banks, even you can take cash from the other banks also. Cash received from currency chest, so currency chest can be maintained by our own bank or other banks. So in these scenarios, our cash inflow will be there and our cash limit balance will be increased. So what is cash outflow? Outflow means if customer has withdrawn cash from his account, it is a outflow. So balance will be decreased. Our branch cash balance will be decreased. Cash sent to other branches, cash sent to other banks, cash sent to currency chest. These are outflows where our branch cash limit will be decreased. What are the main activities related to cash? One is vault cash, cash count, main cashier to tellers, tellers to teller, transactions, cash count, cash close, teller to main cashier, branch close, cash short, cash over. These are the main activities happens in a branch during the day. Cash in vault. So end of the day, whatever the cash available in the bank branch will keep it in a vault. These vault controlled by cash in charge and main cashier, means it is in dual custody, joint custody. Whenever they want to take out money from the vault or they want to keep money into the vault, so both has to sign in the register and both has to open with different keys, then only vault will be opened. So always cash will be in joint custody. A day begin, it start with cash count. So whatever the physical cash available in the vault, we'll do the cash count. What is cash count? In my system, cash balance is showing 5 lakhs, but I have physical cash in my vault. So as per the denomination, I'll put it into the register or system. Then I'll see that whatever physical cash and system cash is tallied. Then only I'll start my day begin operations. Okay, so now in this scenario, in my system, 5 lakhs is there, and my physical cash, when I take summary of the cash count by denomination, it is 5 lakhs. Now I can start my operations. So first activity in the branch is main cashier will give it to the teller. Tellers are the front end staff operating cash in and out in a daily basis. They will be collecting cash from the customers, and they'll when customer withdrawn, then they'll give it to the customer. So these people are called tellers. So in my branch I have 3 tellers. It may be vary from one branch to another branch, one bank to another bank. In my scenario, I've taken like one is a main cashier and I have 3 tellers. Morning I opened cash, 5 lakhs is there, 2 lakhs I have given to teller 1, 1 lakh to teller 2, 1 lakh to teller 3. So my balance has become 1 lakh. So individual account teller's balance has increased 2 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. So now they can start the cash operations. And second is within the tellers they can transfer the money. In my example, teller 1 has given 50,000 rupees to teller 2. So automatically teller 1 balance is decreased and teller 2 balance is increased. You can see 50,000. So my balance is decreased from 1,50,000. Teller 2 balance is increased by 50,000, 1,50,000. This is the transaction between teller to teller. And individual teller. So morning I have taken 2 lakhs from the main cashier. Then I given 50,000 to teller 2. I received a deposit from the customer for 10,000. So my balance is 1,60,000. Some customer has withdrawn 20,000. Now my balance is 1,40,000. What is cash count? So I've taken cash from the main cashier. Then I did the teller to teller transfer and customer transfer. End of the day, I have 1,40,000. So my system cash also 1,40,000, and I counted my physical cash, taking the denomination wise. So it is tallied 1,40,000. So my cash count is tallied and my amount also tallied, physical cash and system cash. So what is a cash count means? Cash count means matching my system cash with my physical cash denomination wise. So now once my cash count is done, tallied, then only I can do my cash close. So when I do a cash close, what happens? My inward cash, then afterwards I did lot of transactions. Now I have a closing balance 1,40,000. Cash count also done and cash is tallied. Now I'll give it to the main cashier. So 1,40,000 I'm giving to the main cashier. So end of the day teller balance will be 0, and as a main cashier, morning I have given cash to the individual tellers. Now I received money from the teller 1, 1,40,000. Now my balance is 2,40,000. So main cashier balance is 2,40,000. So I'm going for the branch close. So I want to go for the branch close. I have to close entire teller's cash. So already teller 1 cash tallied. So teller 2 having 1,50,000 and teller 3 having 1 lakh. So total is 4,90,000. So individual tellers, they have tallied and money has given to the main cashier. This is the branch cash close. And finally I have to tally my cash. So I have 1,49,000. No, so physical cash should be tallied. Now scenario is there any difference? Cash over means my system cash shows 1,40,000. When I counted my physical cash by denomination wise, I got 1,41,000. So 1,000 is more. This is called cash over. Cash short. So in another scenario, my system cash is 1,49,000. If I count my physical cash by denomination wise, I got only 1,41,000. So 8,000 short is there. One scenario is over, one scenario is short. So what to do in these scenarios? So you will take approval from your regional office or divisional office, then you will post the necessary entries. For example, if your cash short is there, then what you will do? You will debit the suspense account, you will credit the cash account. If cash over is there, you will debit the cash account and credit the suspense account to tally. So these are the entries passed to a suspense account when your cash, physical cash and system cash is not tallied. Okay. Thank you friends. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends also.